Dear journal friends, the day has finally come. The day where I have found my golden unicorn Moleskine notebook. So for my regular journal friends, you know we have been on a journey, right? We have been on the journey of cracking the code on how to find well, not even the perfect moleskin, but just moleskin paper that is going to be ideal for your fountain pen or dark gel inks. Just when we thought we have figured it out, Moleskine is just throwing curveballs here and giving us mixed signals. But I'm going to share with you, well, it's not really even a solution on how to find the perfect moleskin with the ideal paper, but really just to show you that the truth remains they are very inconsistent with their paper quality. But not that it's a bad thing, because I find that in these last few weeks, I have been winning. I have been coming across some really good moleskin paper. So let's go ahead and begin with my newest finds. Now, if you're new here, which some of you may be, I am aware that Moleskine notebooks are overpriced for the retail price point, where the paper quality is not going to be ideal for your typical fountain pen inks. However, I have a lot of videos dedicated to my art journal journey and going over the details of why I enjoy using the Moleskine expanded version in soft cover with blank pages. I will link down below somewhere in the comments or in the description or up here in the cards a really good video that you can check out where I go into more details of how I found a journal piece, so to speak, and then some other alternatives for those that wish you could like Moleskine, but you just cannot deal with the inconsistency. So I do share some other favorite notebooks as well. All right, journal friends, so let's go ahead and begin with where we left off. Remember that amazing Amazon special that I shared with you, where Amazon was having kind of like this clearance sale where the Moleskine notebooks were anywhere from $3 to $5 a book, or even $7 to $9, which is a steal deal because we all know that retail price point, just if you go to your bookstore or your stationery shop, these retail anywhere from $25 to, well, now the Moleskine expanded is like $37. Amazon retail is still about $20. So we stocked up on these, and this was like $3, but that magical find that we came across was that the 2024 lined edition was somehow really, really good with the dark gel inks and, surprisingly, the fountain pen inks. So here is a little swatch or ink test that we did, and we discovered, or so we thought we discovered the code, deciphered it, so to speak, that if your Moleskine on the back had this blue quality control sticker, then it meant it was good. It was kind of in the clear. And while that still somewhat applies, I came across some contradicting discoveries. So, okay, let's take a look here. Another color along with the blue. And keep in mind, it does not matter the country of origin. At first, we thought that if it was made in Vietnam, that it was going to be superior, that if it was made in China, then it meant that it was guaranteed to bleed through. But this was manufactured in China, and as you saw, it holds up really well. Fountain pen inks. And then this is made in Vietnam, and the quality control sticker is not blue, it's dark yellow, which just could indicate the country of origin where it's manufactured. I think this one held up the best, especially with the wet inks like Writer's Blood and Ancient Copper, my ink of which from Bungo Box, even though it is in a fine nib, it does come out very wet, which I like. And I really love my Cafe Crema ink by Robert Oster. So these, you can see there is no feathering, there's barely ghosting, but we're looking at the bleed through. No bleed through, no feathering. And again, this is a Moleskine notebook, the 2024 lined daily version, which is the one that was on clearance. Okay, now we have another one this was another blue quality control sticker, which I'm gonna eventually just stick these on here. One of my lovely watchers, you guys suggested just sticking it on here, and I will eventually. And to show you, here's another swatch of the inks, and you can see, oh, what is this? Okay, there is a little bit of bleed through. Okay, so that kind of threw the theory out the window that if it was blue quality control, that it was going to hold up. However, I will say to Moleskine's credit, it's still holding up pretty good, because right here I can see my Cafe Crema looks good, my Twisby Sailor Seki is good, and then of course the extra fine nibs pretty much do well. So I'm not complaining, because truth be told, I don't journal with my medium nibs. These are just more like a quick sentence or maybe a quote. It's not really long form pages. So I'm not too concerned about the wetter inks. And we all know that writer's blood is very, very wet, especially if you use it in a medium or a broad nib. So I was thinking, okay, maybe blue isn't guaranteed to be, you know, fountain pen ink proof. But then in that last video, my Moleskine video, I was showing my blank versions, my expanded versions, okay? And I was sharing that if any of, well, again, this was just a theory, that if any of your Moleskines had a light yellow, not the dark yellow, but a light yellow, then it was like guaranteed to bleed through. Let me show you a page here that I did. Just to show, because this had the, I think this was originally a gray quality control sticker, but you know, manufactured in China. I'm not even gonna say where they're manufactured, because at this point it doesn't even really matter whether it's Ecuador, whether it's China, Vietnam. Where else did you guys say some of them you had? Was it, I can't remember all of them on the top of, oh, Turkey, yeah. This major bleed through. Okay, now keep in mind, for me as a Moleskine notebook lover, specifically the expanded version, which means that it has 400 pages, so it's double the size of your standard Moleskine that has 192 pages. I just, the bleed through with fountain pens never bothered me, because the way that I use my journals were just kind of like just in a creative art journal way. And some of the spreads that I did have didn't require a lot of writing. Like I'll use some ink stamping, and then I'll journal like a little bit. So a lot of my spreads that I enjoyed were just with ballpoint. So it never really was a deal breaker for me that these weren't fountain pen friendly. However, because I do share my journal spreads, you know, on Instagram and on YouTube, of course it was, I would say, natural for people to be curious about what notebooks I use, and they saw, hey, if Michelle's enjoying these notebooks, then they must be really, really good. So a lot of you guys would, you know, buy these and use them, and then you would message me and say like, oh my gosh, these notebooks are horrible, they bleed through, you know, how can you stand using them? So I always feel like I have to preface and say that this is just my experiment creative book. What works for me to get my creative juices flowing will not work for you, right? It's almost like a diet. You can do the vegan diet, keto diet. That's not guaranteed that you're going to lose weight or that you're going to get the same results as everybody else. So I'm just sharing what works for me. But let me just get to the good stuff. Can you guys tell I get really excited and passionate about my Moleskine notebooks and just really journals in general? My unicorn, okay? The unicorn, meaning it's rare, it's special, it's unique, hard to find. We thought this was the unicorn, and this is a big leap. Some of you may be looking at this and you may be thinking, okay, I can still see a little bit of bleed through. Yeah, but it's nowhere near, as you saw, nowhere near that page. I'm just going to keep this open as a reference so we can just use this as a comparison. Okay, that is pretty bad here. Now, look what I came across. I don't feel like sharing this story because I know some of you, find my videos already too long, but I want to share why I was inspired to actually pick up a hardcover Moleskine notebook that was retail price. And I was recently out of town, and silly me, I did not take my large journal. I took a pocket-sized journal, but there were a lot of things that I needed to dump out and I wanted to record and just to use, and I just kind of was longing for this full-size notebook. I actually bought a Leuchtturm. It just did not connect and feel the same. I was going to be out for a number of days, so I needed a lot of pages. Long story short, I had a gift card for Barnes & Noble. I was lucky enough to find not only the expanded version, which are hard to kind of come by, but the blank version. I don't like the dots. I don't like the grid. I prefer not the lines because I already got these on clearance. I like the dot because, or the blank, so I can use it as an art journal. You guys, I immediately, where's this manufactured? China. Okay, so I immediately looked in the back and found the blue quality control. So, okay, I didn't feel too bad that this was purchased at retail value. And when I journaled in here, I was actually just using a gel pen. I don't want to flip through it because it just has like personal stuff, but you could see I was just using a gel pen. I did not bring my fountain pens with me. When I came home, that's when I did the fountain pen test because I realized, oh my gosh, this is actually a blank version that is holding up very well with fountain pens, because in my experience, here we are looking at it, all of my expanded notebooks, like all these that I'm showing you right here in the past, these are blank pages, did not hold up with dark fountain pen inks because I did like little swatches on them. Here, the top, you can see the top portion with the extra fine, fine, medium. It really only gets to kind of like the wetter inks. Again, Ancient Copper Diamine, Writer's Blood Diamine, Earl Grey Diamine. Okay, these are all the Diamine brand. Those are the wetter inks, and it, again, did not really bother me compared to, look at this, compared to this. Okay, not bad, but still look at the top part. The top part holds up very, very well. I am really enjoying, this is the one that I'm enjoying right now, the TWSBI Eco. And this is in the ink Cafe Crema. It matches perfect. It's giving me, tea vibes, boba tea, London fog tea, Earl Grey latte, whatever you want to call it. This is my favorite at the moment. This was my first love, the TWSBI Rose Gold 580. This is the one that threw me down the fountain pen rabbit hole, where I understood the art and the love and the appreciation for still writing with a fountain pen. I can see why people would invest in these writing tools, especially in the past when I was just used to regular like ballpoints. So then I started thinking, oh my goodness, okay, is this the year? Is this Moleskine's redemption? Like, is this the year that Moleskine is like upgrading their paper? Are they finally like listening to their customers? I went on Amazon. And again, this is the hardcover. Not my favorite, but the design of the paper is ideal because it's blank. Softcover is what I like. And the reason why I like it is because I can just stick a pen in here, and then when it closes, I can still use my elastic and close it. Really, that's what it is. And when I art journal, I feel like the cover, it can like mold with the pages here. So that's really why I like it. It's kind of soft, squishy, it's comfortable. Came home, immediately went on Amazon, because I was curious. It's been a couple of years, honestly. It's been a couple of years. Has it been? Okay, maybe like last year that I bought the Moleskine Expanded, because I always share with you guys, I buy these on clearance. I don't buy these full retail price, with the exception of, just recently because I was out of town. But I get these on sale for usually $15 to $20, which is still pretty good because the standard Moleskine, which is only 192 pages, the standard version of this retails for $20. So for the same price, you get double the pages. Amazon, I find, has the best price for the Moleskine, whereas if you were to go to your local, again, bookstore, they're going to, or even on the Moleskine website, Moleskine is selling this for 37 bucks. No, I'm not buying this for 37 bucks. $20, I can do $20, regardless of paper quality. So in the past, these are the ones I've had for a while. I did not purchase these this year, and I was just curious to know how the paper quality was, just to show you. Not good. Okay, not good. But the pens that I really do enjoy using with Moleskine are the Uni 1 pens. So it wasn't a deal breaker for me. I just got to keep prefacing that. Not a deal breaker for me. I still find ways to enjoy the notebook. And that's another question too that I like asking, journal friends. What is it that you look for first? Is it the notebook or is it the writing tool? And in time, I realized they're both equally important, because I do understand that for me, I thought the notebook came first, which it is true. I do enjoy the notebook first because I'm a tactile person. So the way it feels, it will inspire me to grab it more and to use it. But then again, if I'm not using a really good pen, then I won't enjoy the notebook as much. So I would say like 60% of it for me is notebook first, and then 40% is going to be the pen, because the notebook is more important. I will work around the notebook, hence all of my obstacles with the Moleskine. Yeah, my fountain pens won't work, but I will find some type of gel pen or ballpoint pen to use. And my regular viewers, you guys know, I enjoy the Bic brand. And I know, our fountain pen enthusiasts, they kind of stick up their noses and like, ugh, ballpoint. But hey, ballpoint is, the thing is, whatever motivates you to journal, okay? Whatever motivates you to write is key. So the Bic Gelosity, I like the 0.7, but if it's ballpoint, I do the 1.6. And then again, the Uni 1. I like it so much, I got them in all the colors. So Moleskines that I got in the past, the blank version, horrible with fountain pens, but they're just sitting on my shelves because I knew that I was going to use these anyway for journaling with, my other mixed mediums like paint and ink and whatnot. These are just my free flow creative books. No pressure, low pressure, no intimidation. And these are really like for my eyes only. I'm not journaling in these to perform for Instagram or for the algorithm or for fans. Like, this is just my personal capsule of just like my thoughts, my memories, my projects, and I just happen to share them with you. So I don't perform in these journals to gain attention. So I could care less, if it's bleeding through with fountain pen inks. So here we are. The golden unicorn, okay? I ordered on Amazon, soft cover, Moleskine expanded, because we've been having luck here in 2024. You guys, bingo. Look at this. What? Look at this. Can you see? No, you can't see because there is no bleed through. There is no bleed through. Look at this. Writer's blood. Fountain pen friends, you guys know the writer's blood is like a juicy ink, okay? Let me grab it. Oh, the sun is setting here. I think I have it inked, okay, in this Benu. And I was very worried that I was going to get a little bit of bleed through, but I could, right away when I took the wrapper off of this, the paper even feels different. It feels very sleek almost, whereas the other expanded journals that I have, the blank version, it almost feels toothy. It reminds me of like recycled paper. If you ever get like recycled paper or like Dollar Tree paper, it kind of feels like that. And okay, here's the writer's blood, right? On the old one. Look at that. All this bleed through. And I'm just going to swatch this again because I just could not believe it. This is in the Benu pen. I even made sure that I kind of held the nib down a little bit longer just in case. Okay, right there, you can see I held it, but still, this is not bad. This is holding up a lot better than my Hobonichi. No shade to the Hobonichi paper, because I know it's changed, but it still holds up well. But the writer's blood in the Hobonichi, you can see there's like a tiny bit of bleed through here, even with my Ink of Witch and Silent Night, like a little bit, like not enough to complain, but just enough to brag and say, oh, well, on my Moleskine, it doesn't do that. So I was so proud. I was so proud of my girl here. Like, she is holding up well. What is this new formula? And then another ink that, well, we know Ancient Copper, okay, that's another wet ink. And I was very surprised that this held up. I was using Noodler's ink Heart of Darkness in my TWSBI, but I've changed it out because I want to use my Bungu Box Ink of Witch. It's such a beautiful, I don't think you can tell here because of the lighting, but it's like a purple black. Can you see? No, I don't think you can. Maybe. What if I put it in the light? Okay, you see, can you see here in the corner? It's yeah, like a purple black. It's a beautiful color, but it's very wet, especially in my fine nib ink. So this is where I was really worried that it would maybe feather or even bleed through, but nope. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. Let me, why isn't the camera, oh, there we go. So excited. Okay, so then I immediately went back on Amazon and I bought another one because these were on sale. These were like $20. And this one came in the mail today. That's why I'm inspired to do this video. And I gave it a test because the thing about me, okay, now that I know this is precious, I'm going to be afraid to use it. The intimidation is there now. And that is why I think subconsciously I enjoyed using, you know, these, because I knew what to expect. I knew the paper quality wasn't precious. I knew it wasn't ideal. I didn't have to be careful. It's just like, you know, it reminds me of like that outfit that you wear when you, like me growing up, when I came back home from school, I would change into my house clothes. And in my house clothes, I didn't care what I did. I could go out in the garden. I can go play on the playground. I could go, you know, run around with my dog. I wasn't afraid to get rips or tears or get it dirty, but I did so much in that outfit. Whereas if you're wearing like your best favorite outfit, right? Like you want to be gentle. You want to give it more care. You limit how many times you wear it or where you wear it to. Now that's how I felt. Now that I found this golden unicorn, now I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, just when I was going to use this for my 2025 lineup, I got like stage fright. I was like, oh my goodness, what do I do? I don't want to waste these pages doing, you know, adding just stickers and ephemera. That would be a waste of the good paper quality. So that's why I went back on Amazon and I kept my fingers crossed, hoping that maybe it's just this year, like this year, Moleskine is just upping their paper. Oh, I forgot to share. Okay, the quality control, it's actually yellow. I thought they were going to be blue, but they're both yellow, the light yellow at that. The yellow that I said in my last video that may indicate it's not good quality. So that's where I'm saying, like, Moleskine is playing games with us. Mind games, but what can you do? Ink test on the second one, I even marked it. Oh wait, did I mark? No, wait, hold on. Is it? Okay, yeah, I meant to mark Amazon number 2, but this is, look at that. No bleed through, especially with this writer's blood. Like, what, you guys? So you know what I did? I went back on Amazon today and I ordered another one. So especially because I think it's like Amazon Prime. I mean, it's still $20. They didn't really mark it down, but $20 that will guarantee it's going to work with fountain pen inks, dark gel inks. Like now I have one that I can use as my 2025 like calendar, which I'll have videos of that coming up. And one, well, I'm just going to do more daily journaling now that I know it can take up beautiful inks. Oh, speaking of beautiful inks, look at the Sailor Seki. I wish the sun, okay, I should reposition this. I wish the sun, can you see? But this Sailor Seki, it shows this beautiful, the multicolor in the ink. You can see a little bit of the purple, you can see the green, whereas in my, you know, lower quality paper, you couldn't really see the other hidden colors. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. Okay, I think, let me just use this Sailor Seki to show you guys. This is a win. Okay. Oh, there's like slight coming through because I was holding it pretty dark, but I hope if you are like me and you enjoy Moleskine notebooks, that you're able to take advantage of the sale that's currently going on, or that you also get to find these wonderful unicorns. Must be something in the water, or maybe, again, maybe Moleskine is like stepping up their game. Maybe they cracked their own code and they realize what it takes to be consistent, but I'm here for it. I'm good for a good couple of years, I think, between all of the sales that I took advantage of and the Moleskine expanded. I'm good and I'm happy. And I thought I'd never see the day where my favorite, my ultimate favorite layout, the blank page, soft cover, 400 pages, would be fountain pen friendly. So thanks for hearing me yap.